What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated 3-division world champion, undisputed 2-division world champion, still unified welterweight world champion, superstar boxer who is widely acknowledged as the #1 pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, and Terence Bud Crawford, who is 40 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 big wins by way of knockout, 36 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. Terence Bud Crawford is absolutely 1,000% already preparing and very serious for a showdown with 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who is the undisputed super middleweight world champion and widely acknowledged as the face of the sport of boxing, in Saul Canelo Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez has a record of 60 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. And they're reportedly possibly fighting in September 14th, Mexican Independence Day weekend. Now, what's interesting about this all is that Terence Crawford is a 147-pounder. I said he's still the unified welterweight champion, right? Terence Crawford decided that this is a fight he wanted to have and that he wanted to dare to be great, challenge himself, and jump up from 147 to 168, 21 pounds, 3 weight classes, to challenge Canelo Alvarez, right? Who's in his prime. He's 3 years older than Canelo Alvarez, right? So Terence Crawford, he's coming off the biggest, most marquee win of his career, July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, when he took on and defeated former unified 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, who at the time was widely considered top 5 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, in Earl the Truth Spence Jr., who is now 28 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 22 wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. A big, come forward, strong southpaw who's very durable. And Terence Crawford dropped him in the second round, twice in the 7th, and then stopped him in the 9th. With that said, Terence Crawford feels like he can go up to 168 and beat Canelo Alvarez. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. Initially, he stated that it have to be at a catchweight, or, it would have to be. First, he said it's not happening. Then he said it have to be a catchweight. Then he's like, wait a minute, I could beat Canelo Alvarez, right? And so, Terence Crawford, once this became a reality, that it's a strong possibility that this fight can happen, right? Terence Crawford is fully preparing and transitioning his body to fight at 168 pounds. Now, he had a rematch clause with Errol Spence that went by the wayside because for whatever reason, Errol Spence had eye surgery. The fight got pushed back. Nonetheless, it said that the rematch is in jeopardy from happening, right? So Terence Crawford, and shout out to Bushido Boxing, because I saw that Terence Crawford was sparring a middleweight, a super middleweight, but I didn't know his name. I couldn't figure out his name, right? And shout out to Bushido Boxing, because he, and go subscribe to Bushido Boxing. And Bushido Boxing, he got the guy's name, Lester Martinez, right? I couldn't figure out. I saw that it was posted. I saw Terence Crawford post the pictures, but I knew he was a much bigger guy than Terence Crawford, but I didn't know who he was, right? And shout out to Bushido Boxing, Bushido, Bushido Boxing, right? Subscribe to Bushido Boxing. So with that said, he revealed that it's Lester Martinez, who is a super middleweight and is undefeated, 16 wins, no losses, no draw, 14 wins by way of knockout, 28 years of age, 5'11.5" with a 73-inch arm reach. And he's a knockout artist. He's a thumper. He's big. He's strong. And this is who Terence Crawford is sparring and preparing his body to get acclimated to move to 168 pounds. So Terence Crawford truly, 1000% believes in himself. He's very committed. He's very versatile. Terence Crawford is very versatile. He's very skilled. He can fight in the southpaw stance. He can fight in the orthodox stance. He has power in both hands. He has extremely long arms. To be 5'8", he has extremely long arms, 74-inch arm reach, extremely long arms. And if you ever see Terence Crawford hands, they like catcher's mitt. His hands are huge. And he can be elusive when he wants to be, right? As he moved up in weight, he started being more stationary, right? But Terence Crawford can be very elusive when he wants to be very elusive. And so with that said, Terence Crawford is, Terence Crawford is preparing his body for this jump. I guess once it became reality that the Errol Spence fight, the rematch, because he was contractually obligated to fulfill the rematch with Errol Spence. So what weight class that was going to take place in was the unknown, right? But he was in his contract, he had to fulfill that. So now that he doesn't have to fulfill that obligation with Errol Spence, he's seemingly transitioning his body into becoming a super middleweight, right? He's quickly transitioning his body to becoming a super middleweight. And so with that said, stylistically, I've been on record saying this for an extremely long time. I was saying this before this was a reality to even Terence Crawford himself. I was saying this, that Terence Crawford can beat Canelo Alvarez because Terence Crawford has extremely fast hands. He's elusive when he wants to be. He has power in both hands. He has extremely long arms, and Canelo Alvarez is 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. So he has a 4-inch arm reach advantage over Canelo Alvarez. He has a athletic advantage over Canelo Alvarez. He has, power in both hands. He's more crafty than Canelo Alvarez. He has, more angles than Canelo Alvarez. Now, Canelo Alvarez bends at the hips very well. Canelo Alvarez is slicker than, most people give him credit for. But Canelo Alvarez, the issue with Canelo Alvarez is he has slow feet and he has slow reaction time, right? And Terence Crawford can take advantage of that with his power, his angles, his hand speed, and his long arms. And he can fight Canelo Alvarez at a distance where Canelo Alvarez can't hit him, right? Similar to what Floyd Mayweather did when Floyd Mayweather fought Canelo Alvarez back in, I believe that was 2015, right? Or 2013, right? He made Canelo Alvarez miss by inches. Now, people say Canelo Alvarez has gotten better since the Floyd Mayweather fight. Well, he lost every single round to Floyd Mayweather. And he arguably lost every single round to Dimitri Bivol when he moved up into 175 to challenge Dimitri Bivol. Now, the thing about it is people say that he dared to be great, and they say that he was just too small for Dimitri Bivol. But that's not true. Dimitri Bivol is 6 feet tall with a 72-inch arm reach. He fought Sergey Kovalev and beat him. Styles made fights. Dimitri Bivol didn't use his size. He used his angles, his hand speed. Those are the things that Dimitri Bivol used. He didn't use his size. He didn't bully Canelo Alvarez around, right? The thing is that he was able to absorb Canelo Alvarez's punches. This is why people say a fighter is too big, because they can absorb your punches, right? And he can absorb Canelo Alvarez's punches, so Canelo Alvarez didn't have the effect, is what people are saying, right? And so with that said, Canelo Alvarez is going to have problems with the abilities of Terence Crawford. The only thing Terence Crawford has to get acclimated to is carrying the weight and not letting the weight hurt his stamina and his durability, right? And his he start to fatigue in the second half of the fight, not being used to carrying that much weight and competing. Now he fights, he walks around a higher weight than 168 pounds. But competing at that weight is something completely different for 12 rounds. So that's what he has to get his body used to, and get his body used to when they tie up, being able to push Canelo Alvarez off, and that fatiguing you too, right? Pushing Canelo Alvarez off of him when they tied up, that can fatigue Terence Crawford as well. So, but controlling the distance and, outboxing Canelo Alvarez is something that Terence Crawford very well can do. So he's already preparing himself for that. And he's been doing it. This is February. So you got March, April, May, June, July, August, September. You got 7 months to get his body accustomed to moving up to that weight class and competing at it. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. This is the perfect style. You look at, if you go and look at Lester Martinez fights, as I did, I looked at the highlight clips. Shouts out to Bushido Boxing again. I looked at the highlight clips. I watched his fighting style, similar to Canelo. He doesn't have fast hands. And another thing Canelo Alvarez doesn't use, he doesn't use his size. He's a boxer. He's a boxer puncher. He don't weigh on you like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury uses his size. David Benavidez uses his size. Canelo Alvarez does not. That's not his style. He's a thinker. He's a boxer. He's a boxer puncher. Period. So let's see how this unfolds. It's going to be interesting. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.